Hello student, today we will be specifically talking about sexual reproduction. In this topic, we have to learn what is sexual reproduction. Then, sequential event takes place in a sexual reproduction and structure of typical flower, which is specialized organ for sexual reproduction in plant. Let us discuss about what is sexual reproduction. Reproduction which involve formation and fusion of two compatible gametes called sexual reproduction. Reproduction in which two compatible gametes produce, that is male gamete and female gamete, and fusion of this gamete takes place and form diploid zygote. Such a reproduction is called sexual reproduction. There are the three sequential events takes place in the sexual reproduction, that is pre-fertilization stage, fertilization stage and post-fertilization stage. These are the sequential stages takes place in a sexual reproduction. What happens in a pre-fertilization stage? In the pre-fertilization stages, there is a production of the gamete takes place, means that is a gametogenesis, and transfer of the gamete also takes place in a pre-fertilization stage. Then after this stage, there is a fertilization stage. In the fertilization, as you know, male gamete and female gamete, which is a haploid, that fuses and form diploid zygote, and process is called fertilization, and this result in formation of the diploid zygote. This is called the fertilization. The next sequential stage is post-fertilization stage. In this stage, from diploid zygote, there is a formation of embryo takes place. This process is called embryogenesis. So there are sequential event takes place in sexual reproduction. Let us discuss about the structure of typical flower. First of all, what is flower? Flower is the modification of shoot system in a plant for sexual reproduction, known as the flower. In the flower, whenever we study the structure of the typical flower, in the flower there are the valves are present, which is classified into the accessory valves and essential valves. In the accessory valve, there are the two valves are present, that is calyx and corolla. Then in essential valve, there are the two valves are present, that is androecium, known as male reproductive part of the flower, and gynoecium, that is female reproductive part of the flower. Androecium consists of filament and anther, and gynoecium consists of style, stigma and ovary. Let us discuss all about these components which are present in the flower with the help of this diagram. In this diagram, we observe in the bottom side there is a one pedicel is present, ज्याला आपण दांडे म्हणू. Pedicel, above the pedicel there are some broad triangular shaped part, green color part is present, that is thalamus. Above the thalamus there is oval shaped part we observed. This is the part of the carpels. Then this oval shaped part tapering above in a tubular elongated part, that is a style, and this elongated part ends as a bulb shaped structure, that is a stigma. So this entire structure is called carpel or pistil, which is the female reproductive part of the flower. Let us discuss again the basal ovary. Inside the ovary there is an oval is present. Then middle elongated part is the style, and uppermost bulb-shaped part, that is the stigma. Entire this part is the part of the gynoecium, which is known as the carpel or pistil. Then next part is their stamens. Stamens is made up of, this is the stamens. Stamens, these are stamens. Stamens, each stamens made up of filament, this filament which is the sterile, and above bulb shaped part, swollen shaped part, that is the fertile part, that is the anther. So entire structure is called stamens, which is the androecium, which is the male reproductive part of the flower. These are the essential whorl because they are directly involved in a reproduction of the flower. Then let us discuss about the accessory whorl. First of all, calyx. This part, which is the green in color, that is the sepals. The separately, individually, this part known as the sepals, but collectively this part it is known as the calyx. The role of the calyx is which is to protect the inner whorl during the bud condition of the flower. Then it is green, thus it is undergoing the photosynthesis process. So this is the sepals. Then petals. These are the non-green, bright color petals are present in the structure of the flower. These are individually known as the petals, but collectively it is known as corolla. Petals is brightly in color because it attracts the insect for the pollination. Thus, these are the petals. Now, in different kind of the flower, the arrangement, position of the petals and sepals is the different kind. We can say there, if sepals is fused to each other in some flower, that is known as the gamosepalous condition. If sepals are free in the flower, then that condition is called polysepalous condition in the calyx. On the contrary, if the petals are fused in some flower, then condition is called gamopetalous. If the petals are free in the flower, the condition is called polypetalous. So this is all about the structure of typical flower, which is responsible for the sexual reproduction in the angiospermic plant.